Hi, welcome back. So, last time we worked on this wheat farm, and now I actually have excess amount of food, so I'm able to go caving and stay away for longer periods of time. So instead of finishing this room and making it more pretty and more building, I think I want to do some caving this episode, and actually tackle on the cave spider spawner I found 2 episodes ago. Hey, Wolfie. Now I just have to remember how to get there. I think it was through this cave. I should also try find a chest with what's it called? Melon seeds, so I can actually start up a little melon farm and use that in building as well. Because the melon block could be used, I think, in some decent builds, especially in like the semi-niche team I'm building my first village. But yeah, so it was definitely around here, because I remember there was this gravel kept falling on me. And also the mineshaft keeps going on in this direction as well. That's good to know. I think the cave spider spawner was right around the corner here. Because I was getting attacked from all sides last time. Here we go. Yeah, last time I didn't even have armor, so tackling it then would have been a death sentence. But now I'm well prepared. Actually upgraded to some iron because I mined out all the ores in that little slime farm section and actually got a decent amount of iron and resources just out of that. There we go. I think I should continue caving and then actually do something with the spawner. Make my first mob farm and be able to actually get wool to build with, because sheeps are still not sheeps don't regrow their wool until 1.1, and since we're in 1.0, so yeah, I can't make a wool farm based on sheep unless I keep breeding them and then killing the sheep, but I don't think that's the best way to go. I think cave spider spawner should give me enough string to just make enough wool. Because having more building blocks will really spice up. Finding a double cave spawner would be awesome. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. I'm gonna leave the cobwebs behind until I come back with shears, so I can actually use that in building as well. Oh, another cave spider spawner. I don't think it's close enough though to the other one. Let me see. Oh my god, they're actually in range of each other. So the first cave spider spawners I find is a double. That's amazing. And they're even on the same level, so that makes it so much easier to combine them. I'll definitely have to hook these up. Finding groups of the same mob is really promising for spawners, because in this update, they don't spawn in groups. I don't think so. These two zombies might have just been coincidence, because I don't see a zombie spawner nearby. I think I see another cave spider spawner in the distance over there. I love when two of these mine shafts actually spawn next. Yep, that's another one. Spawn next to each other. Don't think you can. They can even spawn like next to each other anymore. That's a lot of zombies too. I wonder. Oh my god, this cave keeps on going. Right. That's good to know. Oh, I think that's cobblestone for a zombie spawner. Just like I expected. Yeah, I don't know what updates changed it that they spawn in groups of enemies, but right now they still spawn like singly. So finding big groups of the same mob usually points to a spawner. Um, that's stuff I can get. And cocoa beans. This is still a version where cocoa beans aren't renewable, so finding that is pretty cool. And of course, like old times, you gotta collect the mossy cobblestone even if you're not gonna use it. Which I actually might. It's another building block. So yeah, a zombie spawner next to a cave spider spawner. I could hook the cave spider spawner up to just to work only for drops while I'm farming zombies. There isn't really a reason to farm zombies right now. Maybe once zombie villagers get introduced, I could turn this into a zombie villager generator. But who knows? I might as well turn them into just normal spawner farms for XP maybe. Because right now I still am ways off until the the slime farm. I realize now I actually haven't done anything with minecarts and I'm not really planning to. So maybe for the underground portion of the village, working with minecarts might be really cool. Yeah, I totally forgot about them. But I could transport stuff from one district to another underground with just minecarts or from farms to main storages. That might be the thing I add to underneath the storage room. An unloading dock where all chest minecarts get funneled to. Oh, and the first diamonds of this trip. Just one. But I'm getting so many goodies. Imagine finding a skeleton spawner to top it off. Then I'd be able to just integrate them all into one network of mob farms. There couldn't be another zombie spawner, right? There's no way. Yes, indeed, there is no way. There actually might be a way. All these zombies in one single area. Let's see. Another zombie? Was it just pure coincidence that there were like 10 zombies in this cave? I guess it was just pure coincidence. Yep. You'd almost think that there is pack spawning in this version. Now I gotta find my way out of this cave, or back to the spawners at least. So I made it back safely to the base. And I came here to prepare to turn that double cave spider spawner into a string/XP farm. The caving actually gave me plenty of resources for now. Like the furnace still busy away smelting the iron that I collected. And I also got a little bit of redstone. It's not gonna be enough for a project that I'm planning though. Let me show you. So underneath here, I hollowed out a room underneath the storehouse where I'm gonna put chest, minecarts and loading stations so they can be stored in the chest above. And here I mined out a hallway from that room to the first room I showed you last episode. Now what I'm planning to build here is like a suspended bridge or a walkway encased in glass, where surrounded by redstone and music blocks that'll play out a song. I think I know what song I wanna do, but that'll be a secret until it's built. But yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of redstone for that still. And a lot of iron too, probably. But yeah, let me see what I need to turn that cave spider spawners into a mob farm, and I'll meet you back there. So I've walked back and forth between the slime farm and the base about 24 times by now, and I really need to set up a transportation system. Either I can go with underground railways, railway tracks, or some type of boat way that's still possible in this version. But I need a safer and faster traveling method, especially when that slime farm is fully built. And here we are back at this cave spider spawners. They're actually in range of each other the whole distance because there'll probably be a wall. Well, there will be a wall here and here, so the rooms are fully dark here. They're actually in range of each other all the way, so I have a lot of freedom to move because they're so close to each other. I think first things first, I need to clear out the entire area where they'll be spawning so I can figure out the next step of funneling and how I'm gonna damage them. And with that cleared out, I think I've had some time to think about how I want to damage these and collect them. I'll probably use a crusher set up with a timer. I have worked with elevators that bring them up with water streams and then drop them, and that's not really reliable from my experience. Like sometimes they're one hit, sometimes they die, sometimes they take like 2 or 3 punches. And I think a simple crusher set up on a timer, I could probably figure out the timing to get them to 1 hit. I'll probably have to clear out a lot more, but I'll do that off camera. So, a lot of tinkering and a lot of mining out later. And I think I have it set up like the basic one. Right now I have these 2 spawner rooms fixed up with light switches. There aren't any redstone lamps yet in this game, so I had to work with blocks in front of jack-o'-lantern. And they all get funneled into these 2 blocks, and then this gets up and converted into a one-way stream that drops them over here. There's an interesting behavior with these guys, that they drop down here and will only start climbing up after a certain amount of spiders have gathered. It's really strange. That means I kinda need a bit of space here to like accumulate a certain mass for them to climb up consistently. I'll probably... oh, they can actually hit me through blocks for some reason. I still have to set up a crusher system because I'm not gonna kill them with stone swords. It's gonna take way too long and it won't be efficient at all. There. So right now this is the setup I have. I'm actually getting a lot of strength from just a couple of test runs. And I still have to pretty up the space. Apparently in this version of Minecraft, or all versions of Minecraft, until up until 1.8, you have to get these mobs out of a larger range of the spawner than what's required nowadays. Like nowadays you need to get them out of a 9x9 around the spawner to make sure the spawner still spawns. In this version and up until 1.8, it's a 17x17. That means these mobs can only be in a 4-block space between these 2 spawners. I think it's like here, 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 and here. Oh. So this batch of spiders is barely out of reach of that spawner. Like, if they were one block over, then this spawner wouldn't spawn anymore. So yeah, that kind of complicated things a little bit. But I think it turned out fine. I have to work with some height stuff, and I'll probably move this wiring further to the back, so I could move this maybe to the back. I don't know how I'm gonna do it with these water streams. I've had to look up like really old videos. I'm talking like one of the first 10 videos of like Zuma to figure out how to get these guys to move up water streams and further than 8 blocks. And this has left me with one dark spot, well, one dead spot where usually only one spider gets trapped. It's right underneath that block. Because this is taking such a sharp turn so fast, I had to place a water source block right here, and they wouldn't directly follow it that way to the other way. So I had to make it that it moves diagonally. So there's one air spot here. I'm too afraid to open it up and I don't have a pickaxe. Yeah, usually one spider gets stuck here, but that's not a big deal. Because once there's a spider here, the other ones can't actually fit that space because it's already occupied. Yeah, this is working pretty good. Like, just these couple of minutes have already set me up with 60 cave spiders. So yeah, I need a crusher system really soon, because having to kill these with stone swords will take too much stone swords and too much time. Yeah, I think I might be able to set up some enchanting here, at least very soon, so I can get fortune. There goes the first one. So I can get fortune and actually start mining really efficiently. Maybe start off a branch mine somewhere off camera. So I don't have to run for resources anymore. I guess instead of having to punch them to death after a crusher system, I could set up some type of potion brewing. Oh, that's something I have to pick. Some type of potion brewing system here to brew up some farming potions. So I can just splash them, I guess. Yeah, this system isn't perfect yet. And look, they get shot out there. It's a bit of a mess, and I've had to resort to eating spider eyes because I ran out of food again and I didn't want to return back home until I was finished with it. Speaking of which, only bad thing about spider eyes, they poison you. But otherwise it's a great food source. It gives a lot of saturation, which I'm running through a lot because of all that sword swing. This system is actually way more efficient than a water elevator would be, because I usually only get like one stuck here and there, and usually they make their way through eventually, except this one spider that's underneath that one water source, waterway. But yeah, other than that, this is a pretty efficient pretty efficient way to funnel them into one spot. But that's probably gonna do it for today. I've got a lot done, finally the first XP farm. In next episode I'll work on the crusher system, probably finish this up. Maybe start making it pretty, I don't know yet. And maybe actually go into the nether. Hook a portal up to here, to the village, so I can travel between these two very fast. And see what the nether has in store for me. Well, thank you for watching, and bye.